With the online POS systems like Toast taking over the restaurant space, many restaurant owners wonder why they need to track their daily sales when it happens automatically. Stay with me, and I'm going to share with you why and why you should still track your daily sales in your restaurant. I'm Dave Scott Peters, restaurant expert, coach, and creator of the Restaurant Prosperity Formula. I've been coaching restaurant owners since 2003, and I'm really glad you're here to learn. Today, I want to share with you why you should still track your daily sales in your restaurant. But before I do that, if you like tips and tricks like this, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and oh yeah, that bell so you're notified when my next video tip comes out. And for more tips and tricks for running a profitable restaurant, or to hear restaurant owner success stories, make sure you tune into my podcast, Restaurant Prosperity Formula, found on all the popular podcasting services. Look, I get it. You're busy. The last thing you want to do is close your restaurant and take an extra 10 minutes to look up your daily sales in your POS system when you know the POS system already has it all tracked. Well, I'm here to help you understand why you need to track them outside of your POS system manually. 1, you want to know what your overshort is, right? Don't you? You want cash controls. You want to make sure not only that the money made it to the bank, but am I short? Am I over? Do we have mistakes being made in my business that I can train my managers, I can keep honest people honest, and ensure it all makes it to the bank? Number 2, you need to track your gross sales by category: food, bottled beer, draft beer, wine, liquor, merchandise. Why? This helps you calculate your weekly prime cost budget variance report. So when you do your food cost, you need a gross sales. When I do my pour costs for bottled beer, draft beer, wine, liquor, I've got them all summarized and ready to go. Instead of going in and out of the POS system, running special reports, I just pull up my report, meaning my tracker, and I'm there. It also allows me to track my labor costs because I need my total gross sales, because I now go from my POS system, what my labor was, divided into my gross sales. Well, I've got it all there. That way I can have accurate reporting for my budget variance report. And with a weekly budget variance report, you can proactively change your bottom line. Number 3, you need to track your accounts payable, such as your sales tax collected, your gift cards sold, your tips collected, and any deposits for events. See, these are things that are not sales. For instance, sales tax is not a sale. It's not even your money. You collect the money, hold it, and give it to the government. Gift cards sold is for the future. So you're getting money today, but it's not a sale of food, bottled beer, draft beer, wine, liquor, none of those things. It's for a future sale, becomes a form of payment. Tips collected. If you're collecting tips and paying on their paychecks, which I recommend, a whole nother topic we should talk about soon, I'm going to tell you right now, that is money that is not yours, but it is going to show up in your bank account, so we need to track it. Deposits for events, catering events, things like that. Well, when somebody drops off a $1,000 check, you didn't sell anything. It's to be used as a payment in the future, hence accounts payable. So I need to track these things so that when I pay my sales tax, I know what I collected enough, and it goes from my bank account to the government. When the gift cards come in, I know when they've been maxed out and used completely. I can make sure the right tips make it into my employees' paychecks, and so on. Makes sense, right? Number 4, you want to subtract your comps from your gross sales plus your accounts payable again, because this tells me how much money I actually collected. What should I have at the end of the night? Based on my cash collected, MasterCard, Visa, Discover, Amex, any house accounts, paid outs, and so on, is that going to equal what I'm expecting? This gives me cash controls. 5, you want to track, well, basically how the money came in. Oh yeah, I just went through that so I can reconcile. I want my cash deposit. So when I look at my bank account, I can see that the money made it to the bank, keeping honest people honest, meaning my managers can't steal, or if they do, they're going to be caught like that. I need to know that my MasterCard, my Visa, American Express, Discover, how it came in. And did it come in on the next credit card statement? Again, we'll be able to see my overshort, and I'm keeping honest people honest. Kind of redundant, but it's step by step by step. 6, last but not least, you want your managers to know their numbers. See, versus being magic. See, one of the things about software, when things happen automatically, if I were to say, hey, what were your sales last night? I don't know, let me go look it up. Versus they touched every number, typed them into the spreadsheet. They now understand what their sales were day after day after day. And this makes it easier for them to control their labor, to control their cost of goods sold, to make sure they're cutting properly, running the restaurant properly. They get to know their numbers versus it being magic. For my members, they use a spreadsheet that I provide them called the DSR tracker. And this is not magic. It is simply a Google sheet that does all the things I talked about. You can create your own if you're not already using one. So I want you to do me a favor in the comments below, share with me what you use to track your DSR on a daily basis. If you're tired of not being able to leave your restaurant because no one else knows how to run it, I want to make sure you know it doesn't have to be that way. You can leave your restaurant. It is possible to build a team of people who know how you want the restaurant to run with trained and responsible people in place. You can give yourself time away. What would you do if you had time away from your restaurant? Would you sleep better? Would your relationships improve? Would you feel more relaxed? These are all things you deserve to experience as a business owner. It's why we own our own businesses. If you would like to learn how to own a restaurant that doesn't depend on you to be successful, click the link in the description to watch a free video to learn exactly what you have to do. Also, be sure to subscribe to get my weekly tips and watch these 2 videos to get more information and guidance for running a successful restaurant.